Guys, I want everybody in the dugout.
On there. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay. Hey, good morning, everybody. Carter Zen, Narendra Rocherol, and the No Cap broadcast crew coming through to you. We got Tam v. Redwood freshman, and the game has just started. We got a 1-0 count. Liam Garlick on the mound. And Danny Alvarez at the plate. There's a strike on the outside corner by Garlick. Got a little bit of a breezy, foggy, chilly day today for you. Overcast, temperature in the high 50s. Just getting started. And there's a ball in the dirt inside 2-1.
That's 2-1. 2-1.
Garlick inside with the fastball, 3-1 to Alvarez. This has been a game that the TAM boys have been long looking forward to. They've got a lot of friends on this Redwood team. This Redwood team is one of the strongest teams in the MCAL freshman division. And there's a swing and a dribbler down to third. Williams is up with it. Throw stretched by Rocherel, 1 away. Good start for Garlick and the Hawks. Now coming to the plate is today's pitcher for Redwood, number 19, Logan Scully. There's a slider by Garlick, a little outside, ball 1.
All right, Carter. I noticed we got something different today. We're in the new facility. I think they're calling it the birdhouse.
This is more like the crow's nest. This thing is luxurious. There's a slider right down the middle for Garlick. We, folks, we're in a brand new structure here. I don't know when they built this thing, but it's gorgeous. It's about twice the size of our booth before.
I know. It's been over the last week, and
there's a fastball outside.
It was built by sophomore TAM player who's on the varsity this year, Trey Sasso's dad, Phil.
Oh, wow.
So I think we owe a big debt to Phil.
Huge shout out to Phil. Awesome work, Phil. Thank you so much. And Garlick's outside with ball 3 to Scully. Liam's been missing to that side so far. See if he can get this one down the middle. fastball a little high, ball 4. And the Giants have their first base runner as Scully draws a walk.
This double wide includes some additional improvements from TAM Boosters, including a brand new mixing board that
is that right?
we are still sorting out, including some wireless capability. We are stepping up the game here.
Yeah, I was just minding my own business. I had no idea any of this was going on, but I like it. All right, stepping into the plate is Rowan Borges, the right fielder, in the 3rd hole. He squares on the bunt. Meanwhile, Liam throws to first. It's in the dirt, but hits the runner, so Scully stays at first.
Did you say that's the pitcher?
What's that?
Is that their pitcher, number 19?
Yeah, Logan Scully's our pitcher, yeah.
Okay, so he just hit the opposing pitcher,
Yeah,
as the kids say, on accident.
on accident, right? There's a runner going, throws a little wide and late, and Scully's got a stolen base.
Yeah, that seemed like that was stolen pretty easily.
Meanwhile, that pitch was called a strike, so Liam's ahead in the count on Borges, 0-1. Radix is holding the runner on at second. A ball almost hit him inside. 1-1.
We know Rowan, he played a year of Arsenal as a 7th grader, centered here at TAM. And one of the notable things about him, back then he was among the fastest kids of that entire cohort in Marin.
Nicely blocked by McDonald on that. Fastball that's in the dirt. That's 2-1. 2-1. Oh, okay. Gump got the call a little off there. Now he's got it right at 2-1 to Borges. And there's a grounder into left field for a base hit. Scully's around third, and he's going to hold there as the ball gets back into Williams from Zinn nicely. But that was a solid.
Hard hit ball through the left side.
So Borges with a single. That puts runners at first and third with 1 out and puts Garlick in a stressful situation with the cleanup hitter Landon Brunk coming to the plate. Landon's playing third base today for the Giants. And he squares on, but they got him picked off at first, so let's see what they're going to do here. They throw to second, and the throw was cut off. He made it into second. So we had Dylan Murphy coming in to cut the throw off, I think to make sure that the play didn't go home, but as a result, Borges makes it down to second safely. Not sure if that's what Holby wanted, Narendra, not positive. That ball hit him. So Liam's been pushing that this entire inning. He's been throwing inside to the right-handed hitters and almost hit a couple boys, and that time he got Brunk.
He's having a little trouble locating. Maybe it's a little cool, a little early.
Yeah, he's crossing over a little bit, so he's tending to pull the pitches inside to the right-handed hitter. Now we got the number 5 hitter, left fielder, Nicky Davis, a boy that a lot of the TAM kids know well from Marin Baseball Travel Team.
He's not afraid to take a pitch off the shoulder.
No. He's, I know him as a catcher, but it looks like he's playing left field today.
That looked good to me. How about you?
Yeah, I missed it, but we'll call it low, I guess. There's a strike. There's a soft line drive to center field. Will Weir's coming in and makes a play at the shoe tops. He's coming home.
Oh.
Here's the play at the plate. And Blaze can't handle it. And the runners advance.
Great throw by Will Weir.
Beautiful throw by Will. I'm not positive if Blaze handled the one hopper. It would have been in time, but it was going to be close.
It was going to be close. I think he was definitely he was in great position. had his eye. He was looking to bring that tag down. It just didn't get into the glove. Nice throw by Will Weir.
And a nice catch, too, right on the shoe tops.
Yeah.
All right, now coming in the 6-hitter Grady Graziade. Swing and a miss.
I am definitely noticing our neighbors to the north here. They're pretty big.
Yeah.
Tall freshmen.
Everyone's big except us for some reason. And there's a fly ball.
Although I should caveat.
And Weir's got it for the third out. So 1 run of damage, and Liam gets out of it without too much damage.
That was not the worst thing that happened. It was would have been an amazing play. So got out of that with just 1 run. Against this Redwood team is what they call a froshy team. So there are freshmen and sophomores on this team. So it's a little different from some of the others in the league. Redwood does not have a JV team, so
interesting.
Not sure what the calculus is at any given high school, but it's obviously every year, depending on enrollment and interest in baseball, you got to come up with a plan.
Well, that kind of may explain. I know you were working on a table with these freshman teams in Marin that have been competing against each other, but maybe you can remind me. I think the last time I saw that table was Redwood at the top of the standings?
No, Casa's up at the top,
Casa
followed by Petaluma,
Okay.
and then maybe Redwood. Casa Grande handled Redwood very easily the 2 times they played.
Interesting.
It is freshman baseball. You never know what's going to happen on any given day. But there's certainly some, as you mentioned, a lot of these kids we've seen in travel ball and Little League, and Redwood always manages to build a good program, so we know we're going to be seeing them for the next bunch of years.
TAM boys got a good chatter going in the dugout. Let's see what happens here. There's a fastball swing and a miss by Williams. That pitch was on the low side. Number 19, the lefty Logan Scully on the mound. He leaves that one high and away. 1-1. Scully looks to have a pretty good pop on that fastball. A lot of chatter coming from the TAM dugout. That ball is inside.
2-1.
2-1. And he takes up for a ball, 3-1.
Wow, that from my angle, that looked pretty good. Carter, you got a more head in.
I decided in our new accommodations to get right behind home plate today, Miranda. And that is a lazy fly ball to shallow center field. Center fielder comes in and makes a play. 1 out. Now we've got the catcher, Blaze McDonald, stepping in. Here can put a hit on against Nevada. That was who did we play on Wednesday?
Cimarron. They are from Nevada.
And takes a ball outside. He had a grounder that got through the third baseman in Cimarron. There's a fastball right down the middle.
You saw him step left there. I've been watching the Giants face a bunch of lefties, and Kruk and Kuiper are so astute and helpful. What I learned is those righties really need to be thinking about leaning in and just slapping that ball to right field.
Yeah. He's don't want to pick on the kid. Blaze is a good athlete, but he has been, for some reason, pulling out a lot this season. We'll see if he can try to get some momentum going down more toward the middle of the diamond.
Yeah, right up the middle.
But regardless,
Let's see if we can get a little runner here. 3-1.
This guy's having a little trouble finding the plate here, so let's see if Blaze has a take on. Yeah, he's fastball down the middle.
Did you see that? That ball's going to tail, right? And if you open up like that, you're just losing. You don't. The best you're going to do is roll that to the left side.
And here's a full count pitch to Blaze.
Oh.
And he got him on a tailing fastball, low and away. Good pitch. And now there's 2 outs, and the shortstop Alex Raddick's coming up. Alex moved down to the 3rd hole today. See if he can get something going. There's a fastball high on the way, ball 1.
Yeah, he was under the weather too. That might factor, or maybe not everyone likes to lead off games.
Oh, that almost hit him. Ball high and tight. Lefty v lefty here. Yeah, Alex missed the game on Wednesday. He's sick. I think he's feeling better now.
That was a good pitch again. That one was outside too.
Yeah, that was a great pitch, and Alex swung and missed. High and tight.
All right, let's see if he can get on. Alex got some good speed. It'd be nice to have him on the bases right now.
Oh, there's a ball.
Oh,
hit hard
that
to
ball
left
is
center.
destroyed.
That ball's going
Oh.
long. Left fielder.
Oh.
They were playing deep. They were playing very deep, and I don't know if that held up, but they were just playing him deep. That's what it was.
I think he just got under that a little lower angle, and that was going to the wall.
Yeah, but I think they're playing him deep.
I agree. Yeah.
On a lot of teams, that ball would have been a double over somebody's head. But in any case, that's a 3 up, 3 down for the Hawks, despite some solid contact there by Raddick's fly out to right.
Looks like George Graham is a denizen of the nest, playing JV this year, but he comes to a lot of the freshman home games, and it looks like he's out there retrieving bats, which is awesome.
Well, he was coaching first.
Oh, was he coaching first?
Yeah,
there you go. Okay.
And I don't know if what's up with Coach Dave, because he was not.
Oh, he was not in San Marin either.
Yeah, so hopefully he's all right. But
well,
yeah.
hats off to George. That's great. Saturday morning.
Yeah, he had San Marin. Holby had, I think, players coaching first. I know Arden Shapiro was over there doing some coaching. So hopefully Dave's all right. All right, folks, we're back with you here. Going to the top of the second. Garlick on the mound, and Cade Jaffe stepping in, the catcher. There's a pop fly to right field. Camping out under it is Maurer for out number 1. Is that Gale?
Oh, that's Seamus.
All right, great play.
We're gonna go the whole year trying to figure out if it's Seamus.
A lot of these kids are similar in proportion.
That is true. Who got in? Is it Colton out and left right now?
Colton's in line.
Okay. All right. He better be ready because.
Now we got William King stepping in, who's playing shortstop today. That's a nice pitch.
That's a beautiful pitch. That's. Again, the same thing holds for these Redwood kids. Unless they're willing to really keep that shoulder closed and take it up the middle, it's going to be hard. Well, he did a good job with that.
Right up the middle and through into center for a base hit.
All right, maybe I need to keep my mouth shut. Need to offer any advice.
So King's got a solid single up the middle, 1 out, runner on first, and we've got Tommy Mosley, the second baseman, coming to the plate. We'll just say it once, but
there's an aggressive lead at first base right here. I'm looking forward to a pickoff right now.
He's going to first, and
yeah.
No, he almost got him.
Oof.
Almost got him.
He was not even. He was. He was in that classic paralysis. He was neither leaning. He wasn't leaning either way. He was just frozen in its tracks.
That lead is a little shorter now. And Garlic goes over there again. This time he's back in plenty of time. So for those of us who are listening in, Tommy Mosley is the son of the famous Olympic skier Johnny Mosley, and a good athlete in his own right. Ball is high and outside by Garlic. 1-0.
Liam was very good at mixing up his delivery cadence, right? That one was a very short stride.
There's a fly ball to left center. We got Weir ranging over to get, camping under it, and gloves it for the second out of the inning.
All right. Liam is living with the pop-ups, which is nice.
And now we swing around back to the top of the order with center fielder Danny Alvarez. Danny grounded out to Hudson Williams in the first inning. Oh, he's got it picked off. So let's see if we can get down there to second, and the throw is in time. Now even the rundown.
What a play. What a
Dylan
play.
on the tag. Great play by Nico at first, and the runner is picked off. Good job, Liam Garlic. Beautiful play. That goes, for those of you scoring, 1, 3, 4. And that will do it for the Giants in the top of the second.
You know, as much as Holby is pained into the throes of anguish on a base running mistake, boy, when they make a clean play in the field like that against some base running, it definitely fires them up.
Well, Liam is a very good picker-offer of runners. It's something he prides himself in.
Last year I had a stat. I called it the Liam, which was when a kid got a walk and then was subsequently picked off.
Yeah, there's many of those for Liam. He does a great job from the left side. Oftentimes his pickoff move looks like a balk to me, but they never call it, or very rarely, so the umps know more than I do. But he sort of has this hesitation at the top, Narendra, that I think is very effective in fooling the runners. Yeah, and he just mixes up. He doesn't have a super fixed cadence that anyone can get a groove on. Yeah, and that in turn really helps his catcher by preventing the base runner from getting a good jump. All right, so now we're heading to the bottom of the second, and Nico Rocherol today slotted in the cleanup spot. It looks like he's going to bat from the right side against the hard-throwing lefty. Okay, same thing here. I want to see that ball right to the left of the second baseman. Let's get us started. Ball's inside, ball one to Rocherol. Nico's been making some good contact lately. Doesn't always have a hit to show for it, but put one into the outfield pretty nicely on Wednesday. And there's a fly ball high.
Wow, that is really high.
Shortstop's going back for it. Left fielder calls him off and makes the play. And that is a high fly ball, 1 out. Do you have any sense of which way the wind is blowing? There's not a lot of wind out there. No, this is a classic lefty here. He's not overpowering. He's going to live on contact. Ooh. So we got Colton Zinn stepping in, playing left field today, and takes that pitch for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, bottom of the second. 1-0. Giants. Oh, good pitch. That was. It looked like it was right over the outside corner, and maybe a slider-ish. Yeah, had a little movement. Had a little movement going away. Again, Colton was pulling out a little bit on that one. Yeah. Yeah, was right on that one, but he's right off the end of the bat. Foul back, 1 and 2 to Zen.
I like most of our swings today.
Yeah.
You know, Nico actually got some snap on that. Just got way too under it. Let's see if Colton can straighten it.
Oh, nasty curveball.
Oh, that was rough. Woof.
Frozen with that one.
You got to tip your cap to that. I don't even think we've seen that. Have we?
No, that was the first curveball today that looked like that anyway. Yeah, that one froze Colton pretty good.
He had him. He had him frozen. All right, Liam. I wouldn't be afraid to bunt here, but
swing and a miss on the outside fastball. Yeah, he's the lefties are not covering the outside fastball right now, either Colton or Liam, or Alex for that matter. That one's outside.
I'm sure you're enjoying. Wait, here we go.
Go ahead. It's like we got Nick Bach visiting us in our new digs here. Yeah, this was put up in a couple weeks. That's good. Yeah.
We're talking about a roof deck, Carter.
Roof deck?
For the sunny days?
With a hot tub?
Well,
That ball is outside. Ball 2.
I was here for the JV game on Thursday, and the roof hadn't been on, and it was a sunny day. It was really kind of fun. We're like, oh, that's gonna be. Hey, nice job staying alive, Liam.
Scully is really locating that fastball on the outside to the left-handed hitters effectively. No one's been able to square it up. There's the curve. This time he lays off.
A little bit low, 3-2. 2 out base runner would be nice.
Full count, 2 outs. Nobody on. There's the full count pitch. Oh, and again, right on the outside corner at the knees. Beautiful pitch for a swinging strike 3 to Garlic. So after 2 full, it remains Redwood 1, Tamalpais nothing. All right, folks, we're back live here from the nest. Going to the top of the 3rd. Garlic still on the mound. And we've got the number leadoff hitter back in the plate because of the pickoff in the last inning, Danny Alvarez. This time scoring for bunt, lays off a high fastball. 1-0. I sent Narendra on a little errand. He'll be back in a second. Yeah, it's a swing and a miss on the fastball, tailing away to Alvarez. Alvarez again grounded out to Hudson Williams in the first inning. We've got some defensive changes. I see Gail O'Brien now at third. And Hudson swung over to shortstop. No go? All right, that's all right. That's all right. All right, that's all right. Okay, we got a 2-1 count now to Alvarez. Now one tails outside, 3-1. At the top of the order, Liam does not want to give Alvarez a free pass for the big boppers coming up. And he did. Inside, ball 4. Again, that's one of these where he's kind of crossing over a bit.
Can you hear me?
I can.
You can?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
You're not super loud. It sounds a little different. But, all right, now we have stepping in Logan Scully, the pitcher, hitting from the left side. So we got Gail O'Brien in third. I think Hugo Bach is coming in to play left. We are still. Winner scores around, throw to first. Almost gone. Good move. Looks like Arden Shapiro in right. Will Weir stays in center. And Dylan remains at second base. The best I can tell. There's the pitch. And that's a line drive to right field. The solid base hit. There may be a play at first, but there's not. Shapiro hustles it back in. And Redwood's got something going with runners at first and second and nobody out. And we've got big Rowan Borges stepping in. The ball is up and in and gets away from McDonald, and the runners will both advance. That was a tough play. It was a curveball that basically curved behind the batter's head, and McDonald had a tough time handling it. Don't know if Jeff O'Brien will give a wild pitch or a pass ball. Maybe a pass ball on that one. In any case, it's 1-0. And there's a could have given that one, but a little high and outside.
That looked pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah. That was a marginal. Could have given it to him, but probably a little bit out of the zone. 2-0. Liam's got a battle here. That tails away. And Liam doesn't quite have the command today that we're used to. He's fighting it a bit, see if he can find his release point. No pitch to Borges. That's right down the middle. Nice job by Liam. Yeah, Liam's got 33 pitches and only 14 thrown for strikes. That's not his normal. Here's the 3-1. It's a swing and a miss on a low fastball. Nice pitch. That was probably ball 4, but a hard one to lay off. Runners in scoring position. Borges wanted to drive him in. So now Garlic has battled himself back into a full count here. The Tam infield is playing in. Fouled straight back at us.
Nearly had him.
Good tailing fastball. Borges was right on it. I haven't seen too many curveball sliders from Garlic today. Maybe because he doesn't feel anything. He just shook off McDonald there. I wonder if he called one. Let's see. McDonald set up on the inside. Yeah, that was the curveball. What a pitch! I had a feeling that might be coming.
That was that was a little chutzpah pitch right there. 3-2. I mean, he had the open base, but boy,
well, not only that,
nice to get the out.
But Blaze called a fastball and Liam shook him off to the curve, which was interesting.
Confident.
Yeah, I thought that was a good choice. All right, cleanup hitter Bronk up, 1 out, runners in second and third. Now he's feeling it. Dad had a little giddy up on it.
We know Landon. Landon got a pitch inside to Arden last year in juniors, and unfortunately, Arden got a hairline fracture, and that took him out for a little while. It's great that he's back to full speed.
Yeah, he was. Landon's a big hard thrower and caught Arden in the wrong place that day. There's that nag. It's fouled off the hands down the. Then just dropped and fell beyond Bushville's reach. Liam's really tying up Bronk at this point with a slider on the hands. Liam walks behind the mound, takes a breath. I wonder if he'll throw it again. Please set it up on the outside. And there is a dribbler, foul. Still 0-2. Liam is starting to dial in the zone a bit more in direct.
Yeah, I agree. He seems to his, I don't know what it is, attention focus. It's definitely gone up a notch.
Sometimes it's just getting the feel for it. Again, 0-2 pitch to Bronk. Fastball. He leads. Pops up on the infield. We got Hudson calling for it and making the play. Great pitch by Liam. Liam is really battling out there now. And now all of a sudden, from runners on second and third with no out, Liam's got runners on second and third with 2 outs. With the right-hander, Nicky Davis, stepping in. Fastball on the inside, foul back. Nicky's looking good in Narendra. He was always kind of had a catcher's build, but the kid's leaned out.
Yeah. Well, I think they're all stretch. I mean, I'm just looking at Liam now. It's like someone pulled his legs
nice to see
a little extra couple inches, which I'm sure he's loving because it gives him a little more leverage coming down the hill.
It's good to see Nicky looking healthy and lean himself. We'll get to a nice play by McDonald. Wow. That ball was tailing outside, and McDonald jumped out of his crouch to save a run. Liam was Blaze on that one. All right. Liam's taking a little walk around the mound, settle down. That was probably a little bit of an overthrow. 1-1 to Nicky. There's the curveball line drive right at Williams.
Oh, what a play.
And Williams gets out of it nicely.
Skipping is characteristic. Skip when he gets really fired up, he'll skip. He's skipping right off the hill.
Now that ball, let's be clear, was squared up, but it just happened to be hit right at Hudson Williams. And,
nice.
Tam caught a break there.
Nice job by Tim. I realize I have been totally not paying attention to the scoreboard.
We've got a guest celebrity fan here, Catherine Rice, all the way over from Nelson Street, classing up to join a bit here at the Nest. Great to see her. Come visit her friends. Appreciate all the fans coming from Mill Valley. We've got a good turnout today. I'd say the attendance on our side's got to be at least pushing 25, 30.
Oh, yeah. And an equal amount over. I can see the Redwood stands.
Redwoods, they travel well.
Okay, I now have updated the scoreboard. Sorry about that, everyone out there. It is the bottom of the third, 1-0 Redwood.
And sign off for a second so I can say that again. folks. We're back at the nest. Seamus Maurer standing in. Bottom of the third. Tam down 1-0. There's a fastball. Oh,
there it is again. That beautiful tailing fastball. I realized that Holby seems to be easing Alex, and so Hudson was it in short. And when he first hit it, I thought, oh my gosh, it might be over his head, but it kind of sunk down, hit him right in the chest there.
That's the one Seamus wanted.
Yeah.
Fastball
Again,
on the inside half.
all these kids, they gotta really have a plan.
Oh yeah, that was a very nice at-bat, managed by the pitcher. He really worked Seamus inside, then back out. That's pretty much how they teach it. So 1 down. The center fielder, Will Weir, coming to the plate. See if Wilton gets something started. There's a fly ball, the short center. Center fielder's camping under it and makes the play. 1 pitch, 2 outs.
Yeah, we're.
They may want to play 9 today. This game. 2 outs, nobody on. Second baseman Dylan Murphy coming to the plate. Pitches outside for ball 1.
All right, Carter, just can you hear me in the headset? Just checking. We're trying out some
not the same. I can hear you, but it's more. I can't tell if it's my mic picking you up. It doesn't sound the same as when you use your other headset.
How about now?
Now I hear you.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. Swing and a miss at outside fastball, 2-1 to Murphy.
Bill Graham bought some more headsets, and we have an extension cord that we're hoping to be able to do some on-field interviews right here behind home plate. So we're trying to get that out.
Grounder, soft down to third, picked up nicely by Brunk, throws over, plenty of time. And again, Tam goes down quietly.
1, 2, 3.
And young Scully's got a perfect game going through 3. So at the end of 3, the score remains Redwood Giants 1, Tam Hawks nothing. So for heading into the top of the 4th, Garlick is back on the mound. His pitch count to check is 44. So still got plenty in the tank. The wind has picked up a bit though. So got a little chillier here at the field.
Thank you, sir.
So we've got some defensive changes for the Hawks. Looks like Alex is back in at short. Hudson has gone back over to third. Got Gail O'Brien has moved over to second base. Nico is at first. Will remains in center. And in right field.
Spotter out there. Need a spotter with a glove and a helmet.
Right field, I'm going to have to check on folks.
Need a helmet.
I don't know who the right field is. Oh, it's Curran Glennon, right? Okay. All right, here we go, folks. Heading into the top of the 4th. And we've got Grady Graziada coming in. First baseman takes high. And outside, ball 1. This big kid here.
Yeah, what do you think? It's 6'4", at least, right?
He's a big dude. I have to guess he's one of the sophomores. I don't recognize him from travel ball. There's a fastball hammered up the middle for a solid single by Grady. Will stops it, holds him to a single. That ball was smoked. Now Kay Jaffe steps in, the catcher. Again, Liam finds himself in a hole. Had to battle in every inning.
The first base fun starts again.
William comes home and paints the inside corner for strike one.
You know, that pitch just looks like it's coming at your knee, and then it kind of tails back right over the inside corner.
Throw over to first, back in plenty of time. There's Graziade. Do you have any idea how to say that kid's name, Miranda? You ever heard
Let's see it.
Graziade. Graziade.
Is it an I at the end or an L? Oh, it's an I. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
There's a solid ground ball. This could be two. From one to O'Brien, he steps back and throws a little high. Safe at first. Thought they had a chance at that. That ball was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, we'll take it out.
Yep.
These big kids, you know, the turn and the throw from second's got to be, you got to rifle that.
Yeah.
If you want a shot at a double play.
Step behind the bag, was a little slow in getting rid of it. There's comes around for bunt. The runner's going. Blaze has a shot. Alex, there's really no one over to cover in second. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Alex is a little slow getting over there. I think the runner would have stolen the bag anyway. And that pitch was called a ball, so it's 1-0 on William King, who we remember from Tiburon All-Star games from years ago. I think some of us were hoping he would come to TAM, but he decided to go to Redwood. He went to Mill Valley Middle School, so the hope was that he would stay in Mill Valley, but chose Redwood instead. He's a freshman. Took that pitch for a strike, so it's 1-1. Runner on second, one out. Graziade dancing off second. William decides to step off. Runner's going. Ball's behind King. Rolls to the backstop. Curveball. That's the second one. It's an inside curveball that's really broken behind the batter that Blaze had a hard time handling it. That's a tough pitch.
Okay, there's only one down. I think we're going to review some bunt defense right here.
Colby's taking a visit to the mound.
And the umpire is going to come out there and break that up. Maybe add to his steps. Carter, do we know? We've had this umpire several times. We should probably have a first and last name by now.
Should get that. All right, Will steps back in. 2-1 count. Runner on third, one away. Tam wanting to not give up another run here. The infield is playing in. Graziade dancing down the third baseline. King is swinging away and pops it up to the right side. Foul territory. McDonald's back, and can't make that catch. Nice try.
That would have been a really nice out to have. Yeah. He gave everything he could. It was up on the. There's a funny batting mat over. You cannot see that in view.
I can see it, and just noticing that there's one. I think that's what sort of is supposed to be the on deck circle.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a makeable play, but it would have been a good one. So, but anyway, Carl earns a strikeout out of it. See if we can get a strikeout here. And he hit him. Hit him with a slider. Came right in on him. And not what Liam wanted, but does create double play possibility with the number 9 hitter, second baseman Tommy Mosley coming up. He flew out to center field in the second inning. Oh, let's see. We've got some luminaries here today. I've noticed Greg Moore in the stands, Narendra.
Oh, yeah?
There's a pickoff play first, back in safely. Gaziata is just putting constant pressure on the Hawks. Looks like King may have been injured on that slide back into first. Checking himself out. Coaches are over there talking to him. Looks like he's okay.
Oh, that's a tough sequence, right? You got a pop-up that's close to being caught, and then you still got 2 strikes, but pitch gets away from Liam.
Yeah.
Now we got a lot to think about on the bases here.
Liam's breaking pitch has been effective but inconsistent today. He's thrown it behind the batter a few times. Hit a couple guys through the first, nothing going. But he's also gotten some nice ones over the plate. So the Tam is playing a double play tap, Narendra. They're not going to choke this run off.
Yeah.
Inside fastball. Now the count is 1-0 on Tommy Mosley. Standing in the 9th hole. Alone outside. 2-0 to Mosley. This is where Liam needs to bear down.
Like a little comebacker to the mound is what I'd like to see.
That'd be good. Throw back to first. Liam suspected something was on there. Could have been. Liam takes a deep breath, comes forward. There's a nice fastball to the inside.
Pop of the glove.
That was about 4 inches more over the plate than the last one. That's all he needed to turn the ball into a strike. Still hammering the inside part of the plate from the right-handed hitter. Throw over to first. And this one gets away from Rocherol. This one gets away. The runner scores from third. King is circling second, takes a look, and holds at second. That's not what they wanted.
No. All right, Tam's got to bear down now. What do we got? 2-1. It's only 2 runs. This is not a...
Ooh, almost had him at second there. So Nico's been playing a nice first base today. He's playing over there with a fielder's glove. But that one...
Yeah, it's on the forehand side, and they just want it back.
All right, so 2-1 to Mose. Let's see if we can limit the damage here. Going back to second again, Gale.
I don't envy Gale. He's getting that tailing fastball. The second base. Fortunately, Will is right in there.
William's laughing about something. All right, here we go. 2-1. Coming to the plate. That one tails outside.
I think the tricky thing, Liam's already thrown some pitches. That runner on first, I don't know. I think we're giving a lot of attention to that when the guy on third is super fast, right? Like, so unless you're going to sacrifice the third guy on third.
Oh. Mosley was halfway down.
Yeah, he was.
Base, and the umpire called him back. That was could have gone either way. That one looked a little inside maybe, but Umpire gave Liam the benefit of the doubt. Now we got a really important pitch here, folks. 3-2, 1 out, runner at second. There's a hard ground ball down the third base line and foul. Oh. Ooh, he called a foul. Ooh. Ooh. Not sure about that.
He's got the best view, Carter, in fairness.
I'm not going to question it. But that was a hard bounding ball that got past Williams. That was going to probably go for a double, score another run. And Liam dodges a bullet. Let's see if he can take advantage. 3-2. Scores 2-0 Redwood. Gale's doing great over there, holding the runner on.
Again, I can't sort of overemphasize catching a lefty throw like that. That's hard. With someone barreling back on you, not the easiest thing in the world.
Oh, and they throw it behind the batter. This is going to advance the runner to third. I can't tell if that was. I can't tell if that was a fastball or a curveball that got away from Liam.
It was a curve.
In any case, it's a ball four and a wild pitch, so umpire tells Hobie if he's going to be out of the dugout, he needs to put a helmet on. I can relate to that.
Hobie likes it. There's got a little spot there just outside of the.
All right, now we got a situation here with the top of the order, runners in first and third. 2 runs in, 2-0 Redwood. Liam.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to see. I just want to see Liam focus in and go after the run, go after the batter.
So we got Danny Alvarez at the plate. He is 0 for 1, grounded out in the first, walked in the third. Let's see if Redwood. I mean, Tam hasn't really given Redwood a chance to run because they're thrown over to first so much.
And we've been playing some great defense, but.
Hobie really doesn't want them to steal bases, so I think he wants Liam to be putting all that attention into the runners.
But it's weird. We're kind of effectively conceding the run now.
Yeah, they're double play depth.
Which.
There's a pop up down the right side. We got Arden coming in. Sorry, where's that? Kern coming in. Oh, Gale runs over and makes an incredible play. Unbelievable.
Great play, Gale.
I don't know who called for it. It was Kern, Glenn, and Wright. I apologize. I thought it was Shapiro.
15 for 19.
Glenn was coming in, and I don't know if he said he couldn't get it, but Gale came almost out of nowhere to make the play. Beautiful play by O'Brien. Really nice play.
Okay, big out here. Big out.
And we got a pinch hitter, number 15 for Redwood. This is Dylan McDonald, batting for Logan Scully.
Dylan is the son of Coach Mike McDonald, who is a North Bay Aquatics.
Here's another pop flying to right field. This time we've got Glenn.
Oh, no.
And everybody's safe, and another run scores.
Dylan is a sophomore, part of Twin Cities Little League back in the day.
I don't know if that's a hit or what. Hey, that's a toughie there.
You know, Gale made that incredible ranging play. That one seemed to have required a little less distance.
That one was also closer to Kern. So
yeah.
I don't know if Kern called for it or not. But in any case, now we've got the third hitter, Borges, stepping in with runners on first and second and 2 outs.
Wow, that one looked good to me.
Yeah, Liam did not like that call. He's got to watch his body language. All right, I'll reluctantly give McDonald a hit on that one.
Yeah, the balls that really don't even make it out of the infield, you just kind of scratch your head.
It's high and away. Ball 2. Liam's got to manage his emotions here. He did not like that call, but he's got to settle down and get this out, keep his team in the game. Score's now 3-0 Redwood, top of the fourth. There's a pop-up down the right field line, out of play. Rocheville ranges over. What happened?
Behind the dugout, out of play.
Out of play. Even though I've got very much expanded view lines here, I still couldn't see that one. In any case, now it's 2-1 to Voorhees. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Outfield is back, or excuse me, infield's back to normal depth with 2 outs. Let's see what Garlick's got here. Tailing in fastball, almost hit him again. Scoreboard's got 3-1. What do you have?
3-1.
Okay, thank you. All right, big pitch for us. Do not want to load the bases with Landon Front coming up. And he leaves it outside, ball 4. I think Liam may still be thinking about that first pitch that he didn't get. All right, they're sticking with Liam here. And now we got Landon Brooks stepping in. Key at bat here, bases loaded, 2 outs. 2 runs have already scored in this inning. And Tam wants to stop the bleeding now.
Yes, they do.
There's a hard ground ball foul down third. Team put that one in a nice spot.
Very nice. There's no way for him to get that fair. Slider in on the hands.
Brooke has been hit by a pitch and popped up to the shortstop. 0 for 1. Oh, that's a long ball down the left field line. Hooking. Fair ball! Just inside the foul line. Here comes the runner around third. Radix has it. He throws home, and he's safe, and Blaze can't get down on it. Brunk advances to third on a bases clearing double that landed about 10 feet in front of the fence. What a shot by Brunk. That was big time.
That ball was nuked. Hugo made an absolutely beautiful play on that ball that one-hopped the wall up into the air, grabbed it, I think with his bare hand, and got it in a hurry. That was a top left fielding play. Obviously couldn't track it down. That ball was, hit 300 feet.
Grounder to short. Radix is up with it, takes his time, throws to first, and Tam's out of the inning, but not before the damage is done.
Yeah.
So now
got a 6-0 deficit heading to the bottom of the 4th. A lot of baseball to play.
Man, you could feel that one coming. That was a storm of brewing. Couldn't get the third out, and this Redwood team is a pretty good hitting team, and you just don't want to give them that many opportunities. So now the team's got to figure out a way to scratch. They got to get a base runner to start. No hits, no walks so far. All right, folks, we're heading to the bottom of the 4th. Hawks will have the top of the order coming up. Scheduled to hit is Williams, McDonald, and Radix. We'll see if Holby's going to switch some other players in or stick with the original batting order. Gives us a moment to call out some of our sponsors for the Tam High Boosters, who generously donated money to Tam High Athletics. I'd like to thank Rims and Goggles, who have a beautiful showroom at Strawberry Center where I bought my eyeglasses. And they're very helpful over there. I want to thank Victory Garden Kids, helping grow victorious kids. Thank you for your support. Wink Optics in Mill Valley and San Anselmo, sponsoring TMI Sports. I'd like to thank also 25 Company that will do your tile, cabinetry, fixtures, and design. All helping out to make sports possible for these kids. Now stepping in is Hudson Williams. And there's a grounder down the third on one big hop. Throw by Brunk down by a mile. And actually, sorry folks, I missed. We've got a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Alvarez, has come in.
So they took out a kid who was pitching a perfect game?
They did exactly that.
All right.
And one pitch, one out to Williams.
I just took a stroll outside. I saw Janine Chice is here. Theo Adam. Theo is a longtime Mill Valley kid who's in boarding school in New Hampshire now, but he's here for spring break, so he's out watching everyone.
Yeah.
Looks like he's grown about 4 inches too. Looks like about 6'3", yeah.
Let's see him. Like to see Theo. All right, we got Blaze up here with a 0-1 count foul back, so now it's 0-2 on McDonald. And looks like Danny Alvarez brings it pretty good himself. This time a right-handed pitcher on the mound. Not a big kid, but a good motion on the mound. There's a fastball that stays inside. 1-2 to McDonald. Tam's got to get something going here with the top of the order. Let's see what Blaze can do. Fastball dribbled down the third on a couple hops to Brunk. Fires over a little low.
Oh, there we go.
First baseman.
And we got a base runner.
Oh, we needed that.
Through the first baseman's glove.
Yeah, it was a low throw, but I'm going to put E3 down on that one. But, you know, you put the ball in play, good things happen. So let's see if Tam can turn this into something. Brunk is really winding up to make a big throw there, and that time it got away from him a little bit, but still probably should have been made. All right, so we got McDonald at first. Blaze has got to watch himself. He's been picked off 2 or 3 times this season. So we'll keep an eye on that. That ball's high into the backstop. McDonald's going to second. There'll be no throw.
All right. 1 out. Runner on second base.
McDonald advances on the wild pitch. That had a Bull Durham quality to it.
I think it was going right towards my bay of the birdhouse here.
That was uncatchable. Now he buries one, and he hits him.
That hit Alex in the toe.
All right, so all of a sudden, Tam Manville with something going here. With runners at first and second. Nico Rochelle, the cleanup hitter, coming to the plate. Colton's in on deck. This is a good place to be, and right now they may want to take a few pitches with Alvarez throwing it all over the place.
That's what it seems like.
Alex is happy to be in first with all body parts intact. Nico steps to the plate, flew out to left field, his first at bat. 6-0 Redwood, bottom of the fourth. Alvarez fucking way high. Really making the catcher work.
Got some velo. He's obviously not finishing his pitch. I think you got to take a strike here.
Borges, this catcher's working. That was a high fastball, but a strike. Swing and foul back.
Yeah.
Good cut by Nico. Again, we got to really keep a strong front side. A lot of these kids are pulling out a little bit. It's hard though.
Stay balanced. Send it out. Ooh.
Fights off inside fastball for foul back strike 2. I think that was a strike.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, now Nico's got to protect 1 and 2. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Alvarez on the mound. No, not by much. Good take by Rochelle. take a base runner early. They can get it. Again, Tam has yet to get a hit in this game. A little dust blowing up on the mound. There's a shot to left field, but right at the left fielder, he's circling under and he's got it. Oh, Nico put a charge into that one, but right at the left fielder.
That's a shame. That ball was roped.
Good contact by Nico. That's what I like. That's why I'm glad Hobie's letting him hit.
Yeah.
And now Colton's in comes up with runners on first and second, 2 outs. Be nice to play at least one of these guys, keep the inning going.
Boy, anywhere else, that ball was kind of had some topspin too. Anywhere else, and I don't think the left fielder's getting to that. It was right to him. We need Colton to come through here. RBI situation.
Colton would love to come through. Borges went out to the mound. I don't know what the topic of that discussion was, but in any case, Colton stands in. Runners on first and second. Now there's 2 outs. Hard throwing, but Wild Alvarez on the mound. Ball low.
He does not look comfortable throwing to the lefties.
Okay, we'll take that.
Which is not one of my favorite lineup strategies was to alternate righty-lefty, because it takes a while for pitchers to really
Colton was right on that one.
not get mixed up a little bit. That was a good cut.
That ball was right, center cut at the knees, and Colton was on it, fouled it back.
You know, we don't have the double fencing here. That was coming right back at us.
Trust the first fence. 1-1 pitched. He's in. That ball's grounded, soft and short. Could be trouble. Shortstop's up with it over to first.
Good play.
Colton got that one just off the end of the bat. Grounded out. Softly to the third baseman for the third out.
All right, heading top of 5, still 6-0.
No, I know that's Jeff O'Brien.
This looks really challenging to call a baseball game.
Hey fans, I got a really special surprise for you. Joining me in the booth to do some color this inning is your favorite Tiburon Olympian this year, Johnny Mosley, father, and more importantly, father of Tommy Mosley.
Tommy and Jack, right?
Yeah, 2 baseball players.
2 baseball players. Johnny, thanks for joining us. My name's Carter Zinn. I'm the dad of the first baseman over there, Colton, and we're really happy to have you here today. How's the Redwood season going so far?
Well, the freshman team is really strong. They're really rolling, and the varsity team kind of started off slow, and but now they're picking up, and we'll see when we face you guys next week. That's going to be the
Yeah, well,
we'll see how good we are.
The first thing you can do for us is tell us how to pronounce this kid's last name.
Oh, this is Grady Grozade, number
Grozade.
22. He's been playing some first base. He catches.
I didn't even come close, man. But
Yep.
good to know that.
Yeah, Tiburon Little League guy.
Graziade. Say it one more time.
Grozade.
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 I said it wrong so many times. It's imprinted in my brain.
Sure.
Grozade.
Yeah.
All right, good. We got a no 2 count on Grozade.
Yep.
You got some big uns on this team, Johnny.
Yeah, we do have some. We do have some tall kids. We've got some thick kids. We've got a little bit of everything. We are a kind of mixed team. We don't have a JV team. We just have a freshman team.
Right.
So
is that's just more a matter of head count and who was playing baseball this year?
yeah, I don't exactly know the rationale. Yeah, we have a lot of freshmen who have played a lot of baseball and are gung ho, and just not as many sophomores. That's great. He's 2 for 2 for today. That's pretty good. 2 liners.
Strokes one in this left field for a solid single, and Redwood has again got some action here with a leadoff single.
Who do we have on the mound for you guys? That lefty was kind of tricky.
Yeah, Liam Garlick's been he pound for pound, he's one of the best pitchers out there. But now we've got Dylan Murphy on the mound.
Oh yeah.
Maybe his first time pitching this year, and
It is. I think it's first high school.
Is this one of the Murphy clan?
this is a
No.
Murphy, but not the Murphy.
Okay.
Different Murphy, but equally awesome Murphy.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Anytime you see the Murphy name here, you assume it's one of us.
Yeah, Declan is on the varsity team, and
That's what I thought. Is there a younger one?
yeah.
Okay.
And, what the heck is his name?
No, I think there's Declan. And Declan, he moved over to water polo swimming full time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is he done right?
Yeah.
Well, why am I blanking on Murph's younger?
Rory.
Rory.
Ah,
Rory
okay.
is a 8th grader.
Oh, okay. 8th grader.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Narendra, welcome back. I didn't know it's way to third.
I assume you can hear me. We're trying
I can
a
hear
3
you.
headset.
yeah.
Well, how many outs do we have? I've got. You guys, this is a pretty cool setup you guys have here.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to read it. I would love to do some color. Let's see. 0 strikes. 0 strike. Okay, there's the count. Good. We're top 5. Oh, this is sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, and you need to put it in yourself.
We do. We sort of
Oh,
hear what's going on with the scoreboard. You can.
I see. Here, you get in there.
I'm a little lazy on this.
You get in there. Yeah. No, I've never called a baseball game. It's It looks very. I know that covering a baseball game with a video camera is a lot more challenging than I thought it would be.
Short, Alex to second for one, barely gets them. Well, how about this? Since we're just throwing you into the fire, how about this next at bat? You do the play-by-play.
Oh no! Let me. I think I'm just gonna give it back to you
right,
and just let the say thanks. And I'm glad you guys are out here, and I really appreciate it.
No, I didn't want to rob you of the opportunity. That's all good, man.
No, it's great. It's great to be in here and love seeing some great high school baseball. And thanks for covering it.
Yeah, no, you're so
All right,
welcome.
cool. Have a good one.
All right, Johnny. Great
Cheers.
To see you. Thanks
All
for
right.
coming in, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you in a bit. All right, folks. What a treat that was. Have an actual real athlete in the booth, except for us scrubs. We appreciate Johnny coming in. And we got the Tam hitter squaring around for a bunt. The runners go in. O'Brien comes up to cut off the throw. Is it Drew Weinberg? Yeah, I recognize this kid. Who's he batting for? Maybe, yeah, he's batting for Jaffe. So we got Drew Weinberg. Runners on second and third. Is there an out? Brenda?
There is one out.
Oh yeah, that's 4 outs. Gillen gets one in for a strike. 2-1 to Weinberg. You know Drew from Marine Baseball Travel Ball as well. He's a competitor. Oh, Weinberg's actually pinch hitting for Johnny's kid, I just noticed. Popped up foul. Going to go to a full count to young Drew. 3-2 count. Runners on second and third. 1 out. Dylan leaves that one high and away, ball 4. All right, now we got bases loaded, and leadoff hitter Alvarez coming back in. He is 0 for 2 with a walk today. Dylan wants to get one over for a strike here. That's one right on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Murphy. High and away, 1-1. High and tight. 2-1 to Alvarez. New defense now is Murphy on the mound, McDonald behind the plate, Zinn is playing first, O'Brien is playing second, Radix at short, Hudson Williams at third. Not positive who's in left. Looks like Will Weir's back in center. Look at that. Oh, that ball hits him right in the head. He did not make any attempt to get out of the way. And the umpire's talking to him about it, so now he's letting him play on. That ball honed right in on Alvarez's head, and he did not make a move to get out of the way. But, you know, that's at your head. It's a little hard to know what to do. So that goes down as a hit by pitch and an RBI and puts Redwood up 7-0, unfortunately. So they're going to, Holby went out to talk to Dylan. They're going to keep him in. This is his first experience pitching as a high school baseball player. He broke his thumb on his catching hand, so missed the first handful of games this season, but's been back on the team, but hasn't had an opportunity to pitch until today. Dylan McDonald at the plate hits a lazy fly ball down the left field line. It's going to fall out of play. We're at the top of the 5th. Score is now 7-0 Redwood. It's Arden Shapiro in left and Kern Glenn in right. Fans. There's a line drive or a floater off the hands right to Shapiro. He comes in and makes the catch. And here's the runner. He's hesitating. There will be a play, but the throw is wide. Everyone knows there's going to be a play at third, but Alex can't pick it. So there was hesitation by the Redwood runner. He didn't go at first. Then he broke. Arden threw, missed the cutoff, and his throw was about 10 feet up the line. Bounced a few times. But then there was an opportunity to make a play on third. But the throw by Blaze was in the dirt. Alex was able to stop it, but not glove it. So now we've got 8-0. Runners on second and third. And Borges at the plate. Counts 1-0. Here's Murphy to the plate. And there's a pop-up behind second base. This could be trouble. O'Brien's going back, and he can't make the catch. Ball falls in front of Glenn, and the runner's going to come all the way around to third. Oh, you got a trip? No, that can't be right. Oh, sorry, that was the runner on second going to third. So Redwood plates another run. And the score is now 9-0. Redwood with big Ryan Borges. Again, they have found that hole many times today. Shallow right field has been a vulnerable spot for the Hawks today, unfortunately. Now we got runners at third with one out. I've lost my color commentator. I don't know how he got down to second. Hey, Adam, how did you get down there? Anyway, somehow the runner got down to second. So we've got 2 outs in the count of 1-0. Runners in second and third. 9-0 Redwood. Top of the fifth. There's a high pop-up. Again, to shallow left field. Radek seems to be circling under it and makes the play for your third out. So Tam is finally out of the inning, but gives up 2 more runs. And now the score after 5.5 is Redwood 9, Tam nothing.
Okay, we're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Liam Garlick is up for Tam. We're down 9-0, so it's going to have to start 1 run at a time. In fact, I don't think Tam yet has a hit today. Had some base runners, some opportunities, but it'd be nice to get something going. All right, 2-0 on Liam now. Danny Alvarez on the mound for Redwood. Reasonably hard-thrown righty. Okay, 3-0. And we got the leadoff walk. All right. Liam Garlick sheds his gear, shuffles on down to first base where he's greeted by fellow freshman George Graham, who's acting as first base coach today. Seamus Maurer, number 10, didn't catch up with that first pitch strike. Up high, ball 1, 1-1. Liam's got his mitt on, maybe running. See if he can time this up. Ooh, that's a good pitch. Seamus looked it in low and away and over the plate. 1 and 2. Quick throw to first. He's back in there. Whoop. Runner's going, curveball, struck him out. Advances the runner, but he tried to duck under that and was not effective.
Ump wasn't having any of that, Narendra.
No, none. There was no fooling around by the ump on that. He saw that as a strike the whole way as it was.
All right, now we got Will Weir up, 2 outs and a runner on second. Alvarez starts him out with a strike. Boy, it'd be nice to plate a run just for some morale building here for the Hawks. Let's see if Will can get his barrel on the ball.
Do we have a hit yet?
We do not. That's another reason why it'd be nice to get
Yeah.
a hit. We do not have a hit. I mean,
Well, we've still got nearly 3 innings to play.
in fact, that was our first walk. Our base runners were on an error and a hit bat. Hit batsman. 1-1 to Weir. Garlic on second. There's a ball down the middle. Pulled, fouled on the third baseline. Looks like Alex Radix is up in the bullpen. I saw the lineup. He was scheduled to pitch the 6th and 7th innings, so we'll see if Holby sticks to that. Hugo was actually penciled in to pitch the 4th, but Murphy came in instead. Ooh.
That might have found its way into the strike zone. I think that was a good job fouling that off.
That was a great play by Will swinging at that pitch. That was going to be strike 3, strike 2. There's a good fly ball down the left field line. Left field ranges over for it. And makes the play.
Another play. Great range there.
Yeah,
Second out.
that play was right on the foul line, and he made a good play on it. Will got a pretty good contact, but it goes for naught. And now there's 2 outs with a runner on second, with the 9-hitter Dylan Murphy coming to the plate. And inside, I just saw Theo Adam. Didn't get the chance to say hi, but he was standing there, looking good.
That was a nice pitch. It was a tough take,
Oh,
but he gave him a ball.
high fastball too. So Dylan's up there to do anything he can to keep this inning going. With the top of the order coming up. Hudson Williams on deck, circle. 2 outs. 2-0 count.
Okay.
You know, Dylan and Will are not the tallest kids.
Right, but a little,
That's a strike to Nico or Alex, but not to Dylan Murphy. And we'll take anything we can get here. 3-0 right down the middle. You saw
taken all the way.
saw Danny Alvarez took something off that one, and
Just get me over.
yeah, he throws harder than maybe he overthrows, but that one he just grooved. That one's going to be inside ball 4.
All right,
So the Hawks have got,
first and second.
got a little something going here. Leadoff hitter Hudson Williams coming up. The runners at first and second. Opportunity to draw some blood here.
Hudson normally likes that left side, Williams quick. It'd be nice to get one over, land its head out into the clover, or the what are we calling these flowers out here?
I think that's clover.
Okay.
It's outside, ball 1. Alvarez control comes and goes, and now it's, at least for now, it's gone. And Voorhees, sensing that, calls a timeout and takes a trip out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. I'm not positive, Narendra, but
Borges, I think, is his name.
Borges?
Yeah.
Thank you. At least I didn't call him Bourgeois. Borges. You know, for nothing else, I'm glad Johnny Mosley was able to come in here and straighten us out on how to say that kid's last name.
Agreed. Very helpful.
Grazider. All right, 1-0 on Williams. Visit the mound is over. See what comes out of it. 2-0 pitch is low for a ball. 3-0. 2-0.
Okay, he should pick a spot. Well,
That was not that spot.
yeah.
That was a good pitch. That was a high.
It was a good.
That's a tailing fastball line outside. Good take.
Is that tailing or that's running?
There's a pop-up to shallow left field. Left fielder's breaking in. This could be trouble. What a play by the Redwood left fielder. My goodness, diving, landing on his chest awkwardly, but gloves the ball.
These guys are earning their keep in the outfield today. Wow.
Yeah, Redwood's, one error on the throw to first on that one play, but otherwise they played a stellar defensive game, and that ball could have easily dropped to score a run, but it did not. And looks like we've got Alex Radix coming in to pitch the 6th for the Hawks. Got Zen back at first. Looks like Nico's going to go maybe the 2nd. Let's see. He is the Gazelle. That is a Gazelle-like run. Now, the Gazelle is going out to right. Looks like we got O'Brien at 2nd. Williams sliding back over to shortstop. No, I'm all off. Who's at 2nd? That's O'Brien at 3rd, right?
That is O'Brien at 3rd. That is Cole. That is Dylan going to
now
2nd.
That's some confusion there. Blaze. Alex has got the fastball today. And it looks like Will Weir's now playing in left field. Center field is Liam Garlick. Right field is
We gotta. I am loving the position mixing and matching. I think you know that, Carter. I've seen. Liam obviously has played most of the outfield and first and pitched. Nico now, he's played 3rd, 2nd, 1st, pitched, and right.
One other thing, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't think Tam High has squared around for a single bunt this entire game.
I agree, yeah.
Which I'm personally a fan of. But, oh, hey. Looks like we got a surprise guest in the booth. Varsity coach CB is here to bring us some truth and justice.
Just the way we like it.
It's just the way we like it, yeah.
Coach CB says, let's go Hawks, and it's good to see him. And then we got a substitution. Number 3 is Blake. Oh, we know Blake Roberts coming in for Nikki Davis. Batting in the 5 hole for Redwood. Is it? Has he gotten in the 5 hole? Game changers have caught up yet. I think so. Oh, yeah, he's gotten in the 5 hole. And Radix starts out with a fastball right at his head. Welcome.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was not the. That was a pitch that make you feel uncomfortable in a hurry.
To some of the taller Redwood players, that would have hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Alex is again up with a fastball. This one reached over the plate. This is an opportunity for Alex to really try to find the zone. Tam needs his arm to finish out the second half of the season. There he's over.
That's a nice pitch.
Really be nice to see Alex get a little rhythm out there, and so he can help out on the mound. He's got by far the biggest arm on the team. That's just 3.
Oh, he did not call that a.
He called that a ball?
Yeah, he called that a ball.
All All right, so that's a 4-pitch walk. I'm not so sure about that third pitch. Looked like a strike to me, but be that as it may. I think we got another pinch hitter, number 9, Sean Ryan.
We know Sean. His dad is a very successful coach for Twin Cities Juniors. Led them to a Tournament of Champions win.
He's been a good friend of my son, Colton, in Marin baseball. Good to see him. Oh, wait. No, I don't think I have a different Sean. This isn't the Sean I'm thinking of.
Did you say Ryan?
Sean Ryan.
Yeah, that's it.
9.
He played a fall Arsenal.
Yeah, it's a different kid. Yeah, I know who this is. There's a throwback to first. Nice idea. Runner gets back. And we got a 2-0 count on Ryan. Radek is yet to throw a strike. He's up with everything, Narendra. Just needs to bring it down a little. Had some smaller hitters up here. Just missed that one. He's not missing by much.
Yeah.
I hope he's just got to go find it. You know, this game's probably out of reach. I don't see Tam scoring 9 runs.
Not without a hit yet. Yeah, I think it's. Hobie's a former TAM pitcher. I think.
Wow.
I think losing to Redwood is not an ideal Saturday.
No. But my point is, I kind of like to see him let Alex give him a little room. Let him find the zone out there. Hobie is coming out to pay a visit. He's not missing by much, and it's interesting if Redwood wasn't substituted and kept their starting lineup, and a lot of these pitches would be strikes because they're taller players. In a way, it's a bad break for Alex that he's coming in against the second string. Now, speaking of which, we got William Polito.
26 for the visitors.
Batting for K. Jaffe.
Yeah, Redwood does not. I noticed, TAM has a fairly vibrant rotation system, work everyone through. Redwood is just starting to cycle some kids in there. So I did think they came in here playing to win.
Although today it's been the opposite. TAM hasn't pitched it for anyone.
Oh, batting? No, yeah. Have we not?
Nope. There's a strike by Radix. Good pitch. We've moved kids in and out of the field. I take that. Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. Now you're going to make me check my. Yeah. No, everyone's kept their place in order. All right, now Alex seems to be finding the zone, which is good. Got 1 and 2 on Will Polito. See if Alex can put this kid away. Just needs to finish. There he is. That's it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Great fastball by Radix on the outside portion of the plate. That's all he needs to do. And now there's 1 away. We've got 23. Max Morozov. Inside. Ball 1. I do notice our new palace does not have a door on it. Good to hear all the cleats clacking of the varsity players going back and forth. Maybe you can hear them too out there. There's a pop up to the right side. We got Zim breaking in. Who's calling for it? Colton calls for it. Makes the play.
Finally, who's calling for it? It was almost like he was answering you, Carter.
It was a late call, but a good call. Alex was running over there. Alex could have made the play, and Colton called him off at the very last minute. But better late than never. So that's 3 unassisted. And now we got, again, Drew Weinberg, who does not present a large strike zone. So Alex left him out. Alex is finding it now, remember.
Now, Drew, we recall, he is a sort of a...
It's a scrapper.
Also he got the moonball specialist,
Oh, yeah, he does that.
Drives
me crazy.
He has been played for some
This ball
travel
goes
squads.
out, and that ball goes to the backstop. Wild pitch advances the runners to second and third. Again, I gotta tell you, there've been 2 heat seekers that would have been right at the heads of the starting lineup.
Yeah.
But well, the backup players just sails innocently over their heads, thankfully. There we go, right down the middle for Alex. Weinberg fouls it back, 1 and 2. My guess is we're seeing more of our freshmen from the Redwood team now coming in.
Yeah.
1 and 2 to Weinberg, 2 outs. Runners on second, third. And Alex throws the curveball. Second base umpire says no swing. Weinberg successfully checks his swing. Nice pitch by Alex. There's a fastball fouled back on the hands. Alex is throwing nice and easy and seems to be finding the zone now. Good to see. Wonder if he's going to throw a curveball here. Fastball right down the middle. Weinberg is
Hanging
battling.
tough. Yeah, he's battling.
If Alex had command and comfort, I would absolutely call a curveball here, but maybe we're not quite there yet.
Change up would be nice.
There it is.
Oh.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. That was a curveball. I think it fooled the umpire.
Yes, that's exactly what I would say. There's not a nicer looking curveball that we've seen today than that.
There we go.
All right.
Alex finishes it off. No, honestly, that curveball could have been inside, but it was not high.
Kudos to Alex for
That was
staying with it.
great job. So after after five
Top
and a
six,
half
yeah.
going to the bottom, we're still sitting at Redwood 9, Tam nothing, with 2-3-4 coming up in the bottom of the 6th for your Frosh Hawks. So heading into the bottom of the 6th, Redwood's coming off with another pitcher, Landon Brunk, who we've seen before in All-Stars. He was the one, as Narinder mentioned, who unfortunately broke Arden Shapiro's wrist with a fastball inside. Nobody intended that. Hard-throwing kid that our kids will know well.
Home team, 7 in the 2 hole, 24. 44 in the 3. 21 in the 4 hole. And we got a team offensive. Thank you.
All right, folks, welcome back. Going to get some new hitters up here. Holby's going to get some new kids into the rotation, and we've got in the 2 hole Gale O'Brien. See what Gale can do. He's been playing in the field well today. Now he gets a chance at the plate. And again, Landon Brunk, the hard throwing righty, is in for Redwood. Let's see what O'Brien can do here. Ball's in for a strike to O'Brien. 0-1. Gale fouls a fastball out. 0-2. Got a good swing off on that one. See Hugo Bach, number 44 on deck, batting for Radix. 0-2 on O'Brien. Fastball's high and away. Umpire thought about it. Made the right decision. Tough take, though, for Gale. Good take. Gale fights off a low fastball. Gale's up there batting, folks. Holding his own against the hard-throwing Brunk. Let's see if Gale can break up the no-hitter. That one skips off home plate, low. Gale works the count to 2-2. I think we've got Bach and then Shapiro in the hole. 2-2. To the second baseman, O'Brien. Oh, calls him out on the outside corner. Tough take. Might have been an inch or two outside, but it's a tough take. Good pitch by Bronk. I think Gale realized he couldn't do much with that pitch and wanted to see if he could get away with it. Anyway, now number 44, Hugo Bach, pinch hitting for Radix. Takes, oh, that looked low. Called strike, however. Not sure I agree with that call. That's a fastball working away from Bach, who kind of stepped out on that one a little bit. And now he's in the hole, 0-2. That was a tough pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. I don't know if that's a hard slider or what. Drop third strike. Out at first. That is a series of nastiness from Brunk. I don't know if that's a cutter or a slider, but that thing has a lot of movement away from the right-handed hitter. And now with 2 outs, we got Arden Shapiro. Takes low. And takes that one low. Called that strike. All of a sudden the low strikes are being called. Arden has to keep those feet planted in the box. They're moving around. Brunk's outside of the fastball. See if Arden could have barrel on one here. 2-1. Swing and a miss by Shapiro. 2-2. Brunk outside. 3-2. Full count for Shapiro. Arden's going to try to stay in there. See if he can get a good swing off. And And ball tails inside, ball 4. Shapiro works a walk. And now batting for Colton, we've got Curran Glenn. Two outs, runner at first. Let's see if Curran can get a ball in play. All of a sudden, Brunk is struggling a bit to find the zone. Pitch was low and away. Fastball had some pop on it, but stayed inside. Tailing into the right-handed hitter. Two and 0 to Glenn. Sun is trying to poke itself through the clouds here. Brunk has now all of a sudden lost it. 3 and 0 to Glenn. Probably got the cold take on here. Shapiro takes a modest lead off first. He won't be going. That ball's right down the middle. Take by Glenn. Now he can go up and take a hack. Inside, ball 4. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't think either of those last two hitters is going to get a hit off of Brunk, so they just waited to see if he could find the zone, and they didn't. So now all of a sudden TM's got runners at first and second with 2 outs, with the center fielder, starting pitcher Liam Garlick stepping in. No hitter is still in play, folks. And there it is. There's a soft liner to left field, and the Hawks have broken up the no-hitter. Liam leaned over, put the end of the bat on that one, and just got enough on it to get it over this third baseman's head. And your Hawks have their first hit of the game here in the 6th inning. Better late than never, folks. Now suddenly a bases loaded with Seamus Maurer up. See if he can barrel one. Nice play by Liam. Seamus offers a low fastball, fouls it back. Oh and 1. Low and away, ball 2. Excuse me, ball 1, 1 and 1. Narendra is taking a break, folks, so you probably won't have your updated scoreboard on TAM TV. I'll try to keep you abreast of the count. It's a fastball in the outside corner. And now Seamus finds himself in a hole. 1 and 2. Let's see what we can do here. Umpire's giving Brunk a warning about going to his mouth. Telling him the proper way to do it. Now we're ready to go. 1 and 2 to Maurer. Maurer stands in. Takes away, ball 2. Maurer, slightly closed stance. That ball's low, ball 3. I don't think Brunk wants to be the one to give up the shutout, so this will be a critical pitch for him. 3 and 2, bases loaded. And he leaves that one low, ball 4. TM is on the board, 9 to 1. And that's an RBI to Seamus. Showing good patience at the plate. This brings up center fielder Will Weir, who also presents a small zone. The Redwood coach is out to discuss it with Brunk. I don't see them taking him out, just giving him a chance to talk about it. Take this moment to call out some more of our TAM High boosters. Generous sponsors, Sun First Solar since 1994. Let's get out. Let's get those solar panels on our roofs, folks. What we can do. Stretch Lab. The Marin Seals. I think that's a swimming team. Your friends at Sports Basement up in Novato and in the Marina neighborhood of San Francisco. All TAM boosters sponsors. All right, now we're back. Will Weir stepping in. And there's a swing and a dribbler down the left field line. Foul. All right, TAM is on the board. It's 9-1, bottom of the 6. We've broken up the no-hitter. Will takes an inside fastball, fouls out back. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. Brunk throwing his first curveball from what I can see. Stays inside. One and two to Weir. There it is again. That was nasty. That was a hard breaking pitch, maybe a slider that broke off the plate. And Brunk limits the damage to 1 run. So now after 6 full, Hawks are on the board. It's Redwood 9, Tamalpais 1.
Got a good angle there.
Continuing our call out to your sponsors for the TAM Boosters. I want to thank Yardzen, owned by a Mill Valley family. Please support Yardzen. We've got Sharon Kramlich, not positive what she does, but Sharon Kramlich, generous sponsor of your TAM High sports teams. We've got the awesome Southern Marin Lacrosse Club, generous sponsor of TAM High Sports. Southern Marin Dermatology. Thanks to Southern Marin Dermatology for your support. We've got Sage Educators, customized education and test prep for your Southern Marin kids. Got the Mill Valley Little League, generously sponsoring TAM High Sports. That's great to see. We got Mount Carmel CYO basketball, also sponsoring. We thank all our sponsors. And now as we go to the top of the 7th, we've got number 24, Ronak Shah, pinch hitting, facing Radix. Here he pops one back to the fence. We've got plays going back. It's out of play. That goes for a strike. Radix second inning on the mound. There's a grounder into the hole, and that one's going to get through as Williams knocks it down. It's a leadoff single by Shaw. Nice job by the pinch hitter. And as Redwood continues to empty the bench, we've got Number 10, Jack Beal, runner on first. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Hudson ranges over and plays nicely to second for a fielder's choice. One away. Really nice play by Hudson, ranging to his right to get the force out at second.
Sorry for leaving you hanging there, Carter. I was gotten a little busy socializing in the stands.
That's allowed. All good.
I realized then suddenly, oh, no one's doing the overlay. Apologies to our low TAM audience out there if you've been confused by the...
I called that out. Everyone's good. Everyone's
okay.
Cool. There's a wild pitch by Reddix.
It was nice to see us plate a run and get a hit, courtesy of Liam.
Yeah, we were happy to see the no-hitter broken up.
It was nice to see Arden stand in against Landon Brunk, who broke his arm the last time they faced each other at Granada Field in Tiburon.
I lost track of that.
Worked his way to a walk. No. He scored a run too, right?
He did score our only run, I believe. Now we got Ryan. How do you say his name again? Borges?
Borges, that's it.
Borges. Okay, Rowan Borges. Back in. Alex is count to 3-0 on Borges. With Jack Beal on second. Jack safe on the fielder's choice. There's a called strike on the outside corner. This is all about Alex just getting comfort and finding the zone for future games. And that was low and away ball four. And got Landon Brunk coming back in. Landon hit the bases clearing double that really changed this game. Defensive substitution, by the way. Colton Zinn is in at third. Dylan's back in at second. Playing first is... Who's at first?
Liam.
Oh, Liam.
Yeah, I do think his monster triple... changed it. It was a close game until that point. That definitely... That is a high
ball
fly.
to center field. We've got Will ranging over. We've got the...
Oh,
it
it
drops
doesn't.
in the middle of left center. That's too bad. That'll go down.
That's Gale. Gale out in center field. You know, I think when these games get a little lead gets too big, there's some I'm searching for the word, not poaching, but there's a little bit of a scrabble to grab a position in the field sometimes. And Gale claimed center field. All right, one out. We got the bases loaded, huh?
Nicky Davis up. Yeah, I'm going to go that. I mean, that was just a fly ball, but it fell right between the left fielder and the center fielder. Again, Alex. About the fifth pitch and when it hit, broke.
Yeah.
We've been lucky that he's throwing all those to the shorter players. But in any case, bases are loaded now with just one out. Alex steals a low strike there.
I think the other thing, well, go give it a sec.
Alex working quickly. Nicky Davis pulls that hard foul. And,
have we mentioned the spectacular new left field windscreen that has suddenly gone up?
Oh, yeah, I thought something was
The full fence height, Tamalpais baseball, a couple Hawks out there.
A little harder to hit a home run. I'll go ground to the third. Colton picks it and comes home nicely.
Great play by Colton Zinn. Not an easy ball. That was a sort of like a high chopper. He came in and took the backhand short hop.
Great play.
High level of difficulty. Stops a run, 2 outs.
We've got Grady Grazadeh back in.
He better look out because some of those pitches Alex has thrown.
There's been 4 or 5 that would be right at his head, such as almost that one. Grady flinched on that.
Alex has slowly been upping his velocity in this outing as he gets more comfortable.
There's a fly ball on the left field line.
The Gazelle is after it, but it's not going to get there.
I would like to see Alex take a little bit more time between pitches. He tends to work a little too quickly in my view. I think he just kind of wants to get it done. There's a nice. These fastballs are now really cutters. They're tailing away from the right-handed hitter, getting off the end of the bat. Nice pitching by Alex. So he fights back. 2-2. Good draws a day. Oh yeah, that was one of them. Nope, no, it was him. Oh, they're gonna let him go at third.
Yeah, that was that was.
How to play. The runner Brunk was. Oh, I'm sorry. The Borges was about 20 feet off the bag, but I think maybe Blaze wisely decided not to try that throw. Now we got a 3-2 pitch here. Let's see what Alex can do. There it is. Oh, and that ball's hit hard to left field. He got all of it. Weir's going back. It's bouncing, rolling all the way to the fence. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. The 3rd run comes across, and another bases clearing double for the Redwood Giants. That ball was smoked.
Yep, it is a 12-1 Giants. And I think, one of the things there is that as Alex matures, 3-2 fastball down the middle is not necessarily going to get the job done.
But I'm telling you right now, the key, he just needs to find the zone.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can pick and choose, and I don't have any problem with that. He just needs to get up and throw straight. I don't think he has that level of control yet, so I'm not too.
It's going to take time, yeah. I guess all I'm saying is from a sort of like a learning moment. It's like, okay.
Yeah. There's another line drive to left field. This time Weir's coming in. He's going to have to play that on the hop. He cuts it off. The runner's in around third and score. Throws into Zen. Alex throws harder, but these Redwood hitters, many of whom are big sophomores, aren't too deterred by it. What I would like to see is Alex throw some curveballs, so these guys can't just sit on his fastball right now, which is what they're doing. Oh. So some of our fans are saying that the Redwood runner did not touch home, but the appeal was ruled safe. That was right over the batter's head. Who's at play now? 23. Oh, this is Max. Who was the one who hit that single? Was that Cade? Yeah, it was 26. Okay.
I think the other thing to notice is they're certainly getting around on him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt. I think if he can throw that sharp curveball, it would help them not be sitting on the fastball like they are right now. But a lot of these kids are sophomores. They're good baseball players, and Alex, his velocity is not a big problem for them. His fastball inside hit him in the leg. Alex is just trying to find it now. And just to update the score, the Giants now 13 runs on the board, 13-1. And Drew Weinberg steps up for the 3rd time in this game. He's got a walk and a strikeout. Small zone. Well, that's one of those pitches that would have been a strike to a taller player, but not to Drew. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Alex wants to get out of this. There's a good pitch on the outside corner. Strike one. My point here is that this class of freshmen are some good baseball players. They play hard. They're well coached, but they're not a bunch of big guys. And Liam is obviously a great pitcher, but I think as we look ahead to their sophomore, junior years, Colton's going to grow, but some of these other kids have done some of their growing already. I think they really are going to need Alex to be a viable pitcher, in my opinion.
For sure.
To compete. So I look at
Ooh,
this.
well, there you go.
And I look at this season. Alex had arm trouble, so I just think they've got to put him out there and keep competing. So
Just to get the innings,
just
right?
to get the
Yeah.
innings and to get to the point where he can start throwing his curveball. So to me, that's what it's about, because we just don't have that many big arms in this class, and so I think we got to get him out there and throw and get used to it. So Alex does strike out Weinberg on a nice fastball on the outside.
Heading to bottom 7, 13-1. I'm going to visit the out-of-town, what I'm calling the freshman North Coast
By all means.
ad hoc freshman schedule, and we've got a couple scores for you. The Vintage Crushers took down San Marin this morning, 14-5.
Interesting.
The Petaluma Trojans, who we've not seen yet, we're going to play them in a doubleheader, and they're a fine team. Beat Cardinal Newman 4-3.
That must have been a good game.
Cardinals, that's a good team, and they have lost quite a few close games, so they were very close against Petaluma. And let's see, right now, it looks like the Petaluma and Cardinal are in the middle of a doubleheader, so Petaluma's up 2-0 in the second game of that one.
Got it.
Yeah, a lot more baseball still this season. Some good teams. We got to play Redwood again at Redwood. We got to play Casa at Casa. We got to play Petaluma twice.
I don't know.
I think we got a vintage game we need rescheduled. So we're gonna need to, with our limited pitching, we're gonna need to continue to make plays and be scrappy, scoring runs. Get a couple breaks.
One tough break is because of the dearth of catchers in the TAM program. Ever is catching for JV. He would be another viable arm on this
Right.
freshman class.
Yeah.
And
Off speed.
maybe next year as a sophomore, they'll have the benefit of him on the JV team, which would be nice.
The downside is he's not getting the innings, right?
Yeah, no, that's my point. I don't think I doubt he's pitching at all for that team. Oh, there's
Look at that. Dylan's going to better hurry.
Line drive, but this could be a play at first. And you go, oh, that's too bad.
That is too bad, because Dylan's one of those kids who has not had the growth spurt and will get it at some point.
Yeah, that's right. Dylan is a great hitter. And was he slow out of the box on that?
No, again.
No, he hit that one harder than I realized. Remember, it got to the right fielder pretty quickly. He was playing shallow and just one of those ninth grade plays. And there's Williams with a high chopper to short. This will be an interesting play. Shortstop makes a very nice play. Is that Will King?
Well, we are down to our last at bat.
That was Max Morozov. That kid doesn't even start and made that play. That's impressive. Excuse me. That brings up Gail O'Brien. Boy, Hudson chopped that thing about 30 feet in the air and under it.
Now, I thought Gale batted last inning.
Gale batted 2 innings ago.
Oh.
No, he did bat last inning. You're right. He did. He batted in the 6th.
So how on earth is he batting now?
We put a lot of runners up last inning. Brock walked a bunch of kids.
Oh. So who's he batting for
He's
currently?
batting for Blaze.
Batting for Blaze, okay.
Yeah, these are the kids who came in last inning. There's another chopper. This one could be trouble. The third. Player sets his feet and drops
dropped the ball.
That's just a drop. Grazade has given a couple bases away, but he made up for it by clearing the bases with a double.
Squeezed it, and it did not stick.
Yeah. So now we got Hugo Bach with another chance for an AB. See what he can do.
So are they? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how the.
These guys all came in the 6th as pinch hitters. And there's another chopper to third. This one's slow. They'll give the Redwood players another chance, and this time Grazade squeezes it, and that, folks, is the ball game.
That is the ball game.
Final score from Tamalpais High School freshman is the rival Redwood Giants 13, Tam High 1. And that is the game I think all these boys knew this was going to be a tough one. They're playing a bunch of sophomores. And they all had it circled on their schedules and, gave it a good shot, but we didn't get the bats going again.
No.
Redwood put some hard throwers out there and strike throwers, and they gave a lot of quality IBs. I was really happy that Holby let the kids hit. I think it's a good experience for them. I think if some of the kids see videos of their swings, they'll maybe be able to take some things away from this game.
Yeah. I mean, look, Redwood had great fielding, up and down. A lot of plays in the outfield.
Yeah.
I mean, they made an error that last inning, but you can't have a one-hit game without making a lot of plays in the field.
All right, folks, we're going to have to shut it down. Not time to do your post-game interviews. Generally tend to like to do those at least after wins, but the boys are meeting with Holby right now. Pardon me. A little frog in my throat. Tough game, but I think you had to anticipate this was going to be a tough one, Narendra. And I like that Alex got some innings. I thought we played a pretty clean game defensively, with the exception of a lot of bloop hits to right field that were unfortunate.
Yeah, we've seen that before. I think we also maybe just a little too aggressive early on. I know it's exciting. There's a little bit of a rivalry game, but against a lefty like that, I think we needed to be a little more deliberate. We let them zip through the first 3 innings.
You want them to take a few more pitches?
Yeah, or think about
We're taking a break here, but we've got a moment to give you the update on the schedule. We've got the important event today, folks. At 2:30 here at the Varsity Diamond is Challenger Day. This is where the Challenger League, which is a baseball league in Southern Marin for players with physical or mental disabilities, and the Tam High players are going to be here assisting with that game. So that's going to be fun. And if anybody wants to stick around for that, come down and see the Challenger game. I invite you to do that. It's going to be a good time and an important day. Your schedule coming up next Wednesday, we're at home against Cardinal Newman. So we'll be back here.
Got a lot of home games coming.
Yeah.
Come on out and watch.
Millcap TV will be back live Wednesday, and then are we home against Windsor too? And this says we're home against Redwood on Monday. That doesn't fully make sense to me, but maybe that's right.
If the field is taken, then maybe we're doing both here.
So we may have 3 more broadcasts for you folks coming up in the next week. Wednesday at 4:30. Note that 4:30. Then Saturday here at home against Windsor, a winnable game at 11 a.m. And then again Monday, the 28th here according to the calendar, 4:30 against Redwood. So from Carter's End and Narendra Rosharol, we thank you for listening, and we will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday when the Hawks take the field again. For now, that's it from the Nest.
All right. Catch you all soon.